incompletion as a result.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is Hunt. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second straight drive now here, Charles, and have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Henry, the ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Derrick Henry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st down, Lions.
On 1st down, Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Dobbs. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. And he'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll find Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Dobbs. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Ndamukong Suh able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Vikings Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Both sides searching for adjustments. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
The Lions, first down.
They'll run with Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Detroit.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10, Downs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 40.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs, throw left side complete. It's Logan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. And caught out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. It's a foot race. 20, 10.
Another day, another
And
day.
into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Lions 23, Vikings 10.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now left side on the swing pass. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, they can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun. Dobbs. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6.
is good. Makes the score Lions 23, Vikings 17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at their 49-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Made by Kareem.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And able to find Green.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Brady now on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Green with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from second to third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. And under the Lions pressure, he's brought down. Tanner Muse in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, First downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Dobbs to throw.
A quick target here to Metcalf.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. A quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Dobbs. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Dobbs. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And it'll be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Goodwin able to haul it in. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And that's how you throw for a little heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
a gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Dobbs. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 3rd down, Dobbs. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. Intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Henry with a run on 1st down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Derrick Henry.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Lions 37, Vikings 17. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. On fourth down, Dobbs. He finds Cook, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the
from the gun. Dobbs, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be intercepted by the primary safety, Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with Henry. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Derrick Henry.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And they take a knee. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Ball running too quickly back there, and it's blocked. Oh, that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Detroit, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field